What screams? I have a crush on you? Boy, how are you? Girl, I'm good. How are you? Boy, I'm good. How are you? If they laugh at everything you say, there's a good chance they're crushing on you. You stay up talking to them multiple nights in a row and frock up your entire sleep schedule. Source: am going through it RN. Being in college and getting up at 7 a.m. to have breakfast with her when you have no classes at all that day. Edit: I despise mornings with a passion. I knew a former coworker was into me because of how much extra attention I got from her. Everyone in general was nice. But she was extra nice. She'd bring me snacks. Eventually started giving me small presents. Would tell me to go on my break even if I already knew it was time. I knew she trusted me when she gave me her laptop to take home for a few days so I could learn to use it and then teach her. Besides that, her actually asking me and being curious about what I'd really like for Christmas also helped in letting me know she cared. I did a lot of things that should have let her know I liked her. But I guess I should have done more. Benign insults and picking on each other. But never admitting a compliment for fear it would be misconstrued as creepy or give away the crush. Typically only others can see it. But when they look at you every chance they get when you aren't looking, lol. Longing looks and nervous conversations. See ya in chemistry. Giving them a drawing you did of them. When the group laughs, they look at you to see if you are laughing too. Literally everyone as soon as I get a girlfriend. Drunk calling, texting. Next day call, text to apologize for the night before because they were drunk. Laughing the loudest at their jokes. Using their name a lot. Always looking at them. Comments on every Facebook status. Likes on Instagram. When someone gives you CD, gum, chips from a bag and no one else or more than anyone else. I think I actually read this on Reddit ages ago. But after hearing a funny joke and laughing, people tend to look toward the ones they admire, feel close to gauge their reaction. It's not exclusive to crushes, but it's very telling. They're happier to see you specifically, even though they can barely hold a conversation with you. I used to have a crush on a girl whom I nicknamed Girl. Everyone else called her Girl because of me. One day without realizing it I started using her real name. Everyone else caught on instantly except for her. It was awkward. Accidentally tweeting your crush's name at 2:00 a.m. I mean, you meant to search it. But it's late at night. Damn it. And you want to make sure they don't have a boyfriend. Even though you're too chickens it to ask them out. Putting their palm up against yours to compare hand sizes. I once spotted my crush with her back to me at the other end of a lobby, so I rushed over and kinda kicked her leg. No idea why, but accidentally kinda kicked her leg for real. I wasn't even that young. Really. Accidentally liking a Facebook status update from 2007. They make an effort to be around you when it's usually not naturally occurring. They share things they find funny, exciting, and personal they don't with others. Edit. To help clarify things. U2. BXA4IAR9YW. Apparently if they yell, "I love you," and hug you after you help them fix a rather pesky bug in their code, they're not just really grateful for your debugging help. When I'm sat next to someone and our legs touch and they don't move their leg away, I start thinking about the rest of my life with that person. I'm so lonely. Always finding an excuse to be near said crush. Once I ate lunch 2 times because my work crush invited me out to the food trucks. I was so full and low-key disgusted with how much I ate that day, lol. When they ask to see your Bionicle collection. When they come over to watch March Madness in July and take a shower in your hotel room when you believe you have a smug bedbug problem. Saying things that make you wonder, why did I say that? As you are falling asleep. My crush used to do this fun thing in theater where she would act offended if I said something slightly offensive, making me scared I offended her. She knew I had a crush on her. I think. I then told her. Trying to compliment her. You're really good at, like that pretending thing you do. You know, acting. Yeah, acting. I'm an aspiring actor by the way. TLDR. I forgot the word acting in front of my crush. Hitting your leg while you sit next to her. Grabbing you as you walk past. We are in our 30s. There was a girl who worked at a CAF who had a crush on me. Sometimes when I would start heading out, she would say, "NAWW. Come on, stay a while longer. I'll buy you some nachos." That's pretty damn hard to turn down. So she'd buy some nachos on employee discount and make a badass plate of nachos, and then we'd sit and share it. Yeah, that's crush territory. Edit. I explained how things panned out underneath here. It's not a fairy tale ending, but it is a happy one. We weren't meant for each other that way. I was meant to give her the help she so desperately needed, and she was meant to teach me a lesson in the power of listening and giving a fuck about someone beyond 6. We both changed each other's lives for the better over the course of a few months. Touching. If they are touching you more than the average person touches you, and/or more than they are touching everybody else. Lots of eye contact. Or in some cases barely any. And smiling and red face is usually the first sign, suggesting things in common in conversation and light touching. X. Talking and looks at your arm and lightly lifts your shirt sleeve. Oh, is that a tattoo? I have one in the same place. Most of the time you can just tell. People have a certain look in their eye talking to their crush. Compare the face they make talking to someone else versus talking to you if unsure. Read every single comment. I can honestly say nobody has a crush on me. Looking at all of these has helped me realize that nobody has a crush on me. Not gonna lie. I'm really bad at picking up on hints like these. In high school, a girl told me she wasn't wearing any underwear while we were alone, and I made a comment how it must be breezy in the dress she was wearing. I have a crush on you. They kiss me. Otherwise I have no clue. 1. Playing with your hair. 2. Long stares. 3. Biting your lip. 4. Being affirmative and supportive to everything you say. Big smiles and wide eyes. Glances when they think you're not looking. They look away when you see them. Sometimes smile back. They wave at you. They smile. They sometimes go out of their way to run into you. Sometimes they follow you. ... And they look miserable when they don't get to see you. But when you do get to look at each other, it's like you're both reinvigorated with energy. You just yearn for the other. Anxiety. It's probably just me. But being standoffish. I totally adore this girl right now, and since I'm socially retarded, I did my best to remove her from my life. It wasn't until last night that it was brought up, and I apologized to her for being in his hole like that. Look away. DUHHHH. Inviting you to groups. Trying to sit next to you. Copying your behavior. I'm reading through this entire thread and hoping nobody noticed me doing this stuff with the girl I like. You can tell a girl likes you by the position of her ankles. If they're behind her ears, she likes you. Based on recent experience. Nobody. I read what screams. I will crush you. And came here to say. The Hulk. I stand by my choice. The Hulk is my answer. A raging erection whenever you see them. Laughing at every single thing you say. Even if you aren't trying to be funny. They're outside your bedroom window. Furiously jacking off. When you ask them on a date on a day they're unavailable, but they suggest the next day they are available. There's a name for this, but I forgot what it's called. Humans, I would imagine. Probably teenagers. Damn teenagers. When girls play with their hair or groom themselves. Physical touch, like if they make a joke and laughing while grabbing their arm. If you start seeing someone around way more than usual. I'm always lingering around my crush. Walking past him 100 times on break. I can't even help it, and I'm screaming in my head. Stop being so obvious. It's year 12. We're still in high school. Class just finished. Me and my friends are chilling in our favorite place. Me. Hey guys, I need help making a movie for media studies. Who's in? Him. Hand shoots straight up like he's still in class. Me. Tries to dial it back slightly. Haha, I mean. Hell yeah, I am in. Nothing. Because nobody ever will have a crush on me. These comments have me really confused now. Telling you things about herself without being asked. Especially likes and dislikes. I really like ice cream. I love Studio Ghibli movies. Etc. I had a friend who wasn't sure a girl was into him. After they had had sex. When a girl lies down in your lap when you're not even dating. Edit. Wow. I was not expecting all this attention for this. Thank you. Romantic crush. Almost 6 years in. Still bringing her breakfast to the bed whenever I can. Actual reason. She gets quite frisky if I awaken her with fresh chocolate eclair and backled goods, if she has had a hard day before. An IG like from a picture posted in 2015. 1. Talking sit on their current so. 2. Sharing highly suggestive material. 3. Showing up in places they know you'll see them. 4. Nearly having a high-speed chase as they try and follow you home. Ha ha ha. Frockin'. Help. Comparing hand sizes. It's the cutest sit, unless you have massive hands and everyone does it to you. Girl who is out of my league. You're cute, her friend. She really likes you, girl. Nods positively to this looking back. I think I should have done something about that. When he says, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. When they keep on asking you if you want to play a prank on Dwight. I was thrown a curveball. A girl I know out of the blue started talking to me more. Sending me funny things, etc. When we hung out she would put pics of me on her Snapchat. She started to take an interest in motorcycles. My passion. Even though she had never been interested before. She also began to do this trust fall type of thing. Where she'd routinely fall all over me. She would wrestle me and constantly poke me. 2. I though okay. This girl totally has a crush on me. When I broached the subject. She acted slightly offended and denied ever liking me. I felt like a massive idiot. See why guys suck at making moves sometimes. Because a girl like that will just leave us forever questioning our judgment. I'd love to see your band play. Sometimes when someone has a crush on you, they'll make you a mixtape to give you a clue. I read a while back that when in a group and they laugh or make a joke, they will naturally look at the person they want to impress. So it would be you if they have a crush on you. In my experience this is real. I would make a joke. And the girl I suspected had a crush on me would always linger an extra 1 to 2 seconds looking at me after the laugh had worn off. The crazy overweight man wearing only underwear that asks for change at the freeway off-ramp. Socially awkward people like myself do. And then we regret it. And awkwardly shuffle away before receiving a response. If she takes off her shirt and tells you seductively, "Do me daddy." I don't know. It depends. I mean sometimes that's what girls do. So you really just gotta keep looking for clues. Fidgeting around you and laughing at your jokes. Even if they aren't really that funny. I had a dream about you. Looking at your mouth while you're talking. Staring. Licking lips while at the same time slowly moving their index finger in an anti-clockwise direction around their left nipple. Only on the left and only ever anti-clockwise. The other direction opens the door to the basement. The rear door. It can be messy down there. Being awkward. Watching you through your window. Yeah, you don't have curtains. Tracking your activity with an old phone of yours they stole. Abducting your ex-boyfriend. You know, stuff like that. This one girl liked arguing with me. And then she said, "You owe me a beer." And we went to a bar and she proceeded to show me no affection. So I was a bit surprised when she invited me back to her place. People are frocking weird. Am I the only one here to see how obvious I am? When they come up with random sit to see you. Even if it's for a minute. Pissing yourself from laughter on a porch is a good start. Asking for phone number. From a friend of the crush. In my case. I'll look at you when you aren't looking. Then I'll stay silent and never actually show interest in you. I will stay quiet and never initiate conversation. As I have no idea what to talk about. Unless you start the conversation first. Then eventually the crush will either fade and I'll never see them again. Or I'll die. Literally taking a sip of your whiskey while she's sitting next to you. Then when you give her the playful eyebrow she says, "Don't worry. I'll fill it for us when it gets too low." Mental note, gentlemen. Irish women never let your glass empty. That Nero track from 2011. Becoming a recluse because it's too late. Whenever they inhale deeply whenever you fart. This comment. Josh. Being awkward as heck. I'd say if they smile a lot. Even at the stupidest things you say or do. They could just be a happy person or in a very good mood. But when they're just smiling just 'cause you exist, that's a good sign. When I like a guy, I give him food candy. To be fair, when I have extra food, I offer it to everybody though, so good luck. Edit to add. If she gets you food and remembers your order, she probably loves you.